your kite. Just don't let me down. In this together, brother and sister. Hold on to your kite. Just don't let me down.
I went to the jungle in Peru and I was doing some work with a medicine man there in Peru, and I woke up in the middle of the night and just this vision for this place just started coming through. And then I got home and sat on the couch with Inga and I said, "Hey honey, how do you feel about creating a community?" And I just saw really clear that everything I'd been doing up to that point was leading us to creating a space that's just an alternative way of living and inviting others to experience another possibility for life. And we didn't know how it was going to happen or where it was going to happen, but the seed was planted.
We're on our land on which we have lived for the past 2 years. We came from Holland. We left our life behind there and came to Spain in a camper van, searching for a plot of land on which we found pretty soon, and fell in love with this piece of land.
Ellen sent me the video, sent us the video, and we knew within 10 seconds that this was the place for the vision to come to life.
I think in the very beginning, when we sit pretty much in the place where we are now, I was with my partner. We decided to make this jump, and like 2 days after, I was planting tomato plants in this area where it was like completely overgrown. I could see myself not getting tired. I was like my whole body was in a way filled up with energy. I was continuously working the whole day, and it kept on going. It was as if the machine was like filling up. The more I did, the more energy I got. And I definitely saw myself, for the first time in my life, probably really focused on something that sparked me. And my daughter came at some point. She said, "Daddy, I never saw you so happy." It was something really nice that she said, and it was actually true. Yeah, being with a tomato plant and being so happy with it. It's amazing.
Really got like attached to the horses because my neighbors have horses and I got horse riding lessons there. I've learned Spanish and I got 3 little doggies. In Holland, I had a lot of friends in school, and then it was a little hard to leave them, but I survived. So now I have a lot of other friends, like Yippee as well.
We picked him up somewhere when we were living in a camper van, and we had the horses of the neighbors on our land grazing the grass. And Yippee would go in the field with the horses, and we warned him many times not to do it and to come back, but we were not really strict and clear with him. And then he got kicked by a horse in his head, and seriously, it's a miracle that he didn't die. So for me, this was such an amazing wake-up call. We cannot live here like focused like this. We have to stay open and see the wider picture and see the needs of our child, see the needs of ourselves, not neglect that in order to, build a community or whatever.
By being with others and working on several projects, many emotions came up during those works. From the big ego who wants to do things in a certain way, but also fear and also sadness and also enjoyment. And sometimes it was all there together in the same moment. So there was during this whole process with the people, for me, many tears. And sometimes they were from love, and sometimes they were from frustration, and sometimes they were different. what I actually learned from all the mirrors that were around me, the people I was talking with and working with, they hold many times space for me to be this guy learning how to make the next steps. And that is also a gift. So even besides the work that is at some point ready, yeah, definitely I could develop myself, and many blind spots were like, okay, this is also a part of me. Thank you for showing me. Thank you for letting me in this space for a bit. And that's a great gift. I couldn't have that in the office where I was working for some years. Here is the possibility to do such a thing, and yeah, being with people who are also busy with research, doing research insights, and knowing that anger is just a story and it's just something that comes and will go. We don't have to be angry with this guy or girl neither. We just let him and maybe acknowledge that he is angry, and that's enough.
This idea, this dream, this vision of brother came up, and we joined, and we arrived here. We came here, and then it really kind of took me time to feel like, okay, so what's my purpose here? What's my direction? And yeah, it's gradually becoming clearer, but it takes time.
The do-it-yourself mindset has been highly developed. I had never used a power tool in my life. I had never built something or created anything with my hands beyond a craft. But once we got here and started to create all the facilities that we built, we were like, okay, well, we are gonna do this ourselves, so let's just do it.
Building all the elements that are here. When we came here, there was 4 hectares of land and a tiny house. And now we have 5 years, we have a toilet building, we have showers, we have a kitchen, and we did everything ourselves. So none of us had ever done anything like that, you know? It's all new, but we did it, and it was really fun. Me and my sister, we built the toilets together, and we built the showers, and I was a plumber and a carpenter, and I looked on YouTube how to do plumbing, and I just tried. I went to the construction store and asked this guy, okay, so I'm gonna plumb, what do I need? And he was looking at me like, are you kidding me? But yeah, it worked. And then of course there was one leak, one drop, and tried to fix it, but I couldn't. And then we just put a plant underneath it, so it's being watered by the drop, and you know, it's the solution for everything.
This mindset of, well, I've never done it before, so I think I can do it, was really present, and it was just fun and playful, and it's, yeah, it was really cool to see that you can do so much more than you know, if you just do it.
I built a mud house for a mouse, but we haven't put a piece of cheese in front of it.
What changed for me in the last few years, this feeling of do it yourself and not needing any expert or any professional, that was also for me in giving birth very present. So we just did it with us and my friend Felicia, who is a doula, here on our land in one of the yurts. And that was just the only way that felt true, and that's just the natural way, I think, to be in your own home with the people you love around you for support, and to be in full trust that my body and the baby will work together to have the most beautiful natural, safe, and loving birth. But here we've really been able to experience what it's like. What the saying is, it takes a village to raise a child, and we get to experience that. Wow, this is my baby.
This is her baby. I'm just holding
She's
her.
carrying my baby for me.
But no surrogacy.
No.
Just for naps.
Wow.
It went around the loop.
Since about the last 4 years or so, it's really been a journey of going from up there and out there to the earth. And for so many years, doing esoteric practices and working with plant medicines and yoga and meditating, and so much of my life was out there and really not very rooted. And I feel like the seed for this whole project has really brought me down to earth.
Yeah, what I'm doing here, pretty much working on the land. Recently some thoughts came up as well. I put love on the land and I give my love to the land, and I learned so much from it, from an office worker until an amateur gardener.
Yeah, so we are open to receive volunteers and to receive people who want to enjoy life in simplicity and close to nature, and put energy into especially working in the vegetable garden. And then there's this word community, and which, I mean, we called ourselves Kausay Community, and after 2 years we also found out this word is a difficult one because it creates this picture of, you know, something, and people may come just because of this word and the picture they have with it. And then they come here, and I mean, we're just a bunch of people living together. We are just putting plants in the earth and hoping that they will grow with our care and attention. We're not experts at all. We are just trying and learning along the way. I'm also organizing retreats in yoga and meditation, and especially my favorite retreat is the silent walking retreat, because the area in which we live, the foot of the Sierra Enguera, is such a beautiful place. And it was really one of my biggest pleasures in the past 2 years was discovering, you know, where are we? I mean, we fell in love with the land, which is one thing. But then I really fell in love with all the surroundings and the mountains and the waterfalls nearby.
My dream is to be an inspiration and to put effort there to make communities really alive and be very like vibrant with nature and with just knowing each other, and that we all support each other. When we are feeling I'm not doing well, man, I'm here too. Let's go, you know, I give you some energy in this moment. We can walk this path together. We don't have to be feeling lonely. Whatever we think, there's many people who do the same. Let's gather them. Yeah.
I would say my dream is just for my children, my family, and all those around me to just really enjoy life and continuing to enjoy this journey. Whatever life brings, whatever comes, whatever goes, and through it all, just to enjoy the ride.
I like to move it. I like to move it.
Moving!
Move it!
This together, brother and sister, hold on to your
Dream is save the world.
brother and sister.